All right, we're off. It is Sunday morning, just before the sun comes out, and we are heading to our massive collection. We got problems. The competition sneaks up on you when you least expect it. Good morning. All the good luck to you today.
And to you.
Not.
Let it be a fair competition.
Let it. Interesting way of putting it. Let it be fair. Wondering why that came up into your head so quickly. Have you been doing something recently, like maybe dropping rings at the beach? Smashing your detector in the door? What a knucklehead. Oh, good morning. How's the competition feel today?
Like a winner.
Oh, good. Because there's high stakes. High stakes. Are you ready for it?
Whoever wins gets the other person's loot. You want to talk high stakes?
How about you want to put $1 on it? Okay, it sure looks good. Hope you brought your lucky charm. Your lucky charm. It's a little windy. I'm going to try to remember to speak loud because this is a typical day that no one can hear what we're saying. So I'm going to up the Oh, look at you. I don't know how many more things this guy can bring with him or attach to him. But I can't say it doesn't work. Rats.
Well, number 2, going in the same spot. This one looks pretty freshly dried. We'll charge it at home, see if it still works.
Well, besides the massive amount of coins we're pulling in, we're just not getting the rings or the jewelry yet, except for this piece that just popped out. I'm pretty sure that's costume because it looks like it's in copper, but it's a really cool charm, I'm gonna guess.
Well, Maddie just left to go back to where we started out because we were getting coins there. And then, right when you left, found this bad boy. It rang up high. There's no markings inside, so I'm a little suspicious. But we'll test it when we get home. Let's see. With the ring.
This is not an uncommon thing, but I usually see it right away. There it is.
Can you get me a knife?
Sure. Well, it's been a slower than normal day today. We've been getting a lot of coins, but nothing much more than that. We're now on this little slope. I don't know if you can see it, but in the water here, there's a nice quick drop off of about 18 inches, and I've just started to find some stuff in the slope. And this thing is sitting right on top. It's got a D plus an E on it, but it also has an Italy 925 designation right there. So that's all silver. It's a pretty cool bracelet. I like how they kind of roughed it up a little bit. Almost like you do to furniture when you want to make it look aged. Interesting piece. Great piece. That might be the day winner. Unless Paul's over there with some kind of hot hot ticket running in. We'll see. Well, I hate to be the center of busting chops, but if you see where Paul's line was right from the water, and then see where my hole is, you will notice that he missed this ring by about 12 inches. Look at that. And this thing's got some history to it. Oh my goodness. It might be a class ring. It's got some inscription on it. Look at that thing. You can tell by how the silver has changed. It's been out there a while. Very pretty. Look at that thing. Holy macaroni. Interestingly enough, this ring is actually from 2015, so it is not as old as I thought. But it does tell me that the silver can turn black in just about 5 to 8 years. Well, all I have to say is he better get a move on, because I think I just bagged another ring. Came up gold, but it's certainly not looking gold. It's gonna be one of those tungsten carbide rings. Yep. But it is a ring. Recording. Okay, put it in the hole first. Show the hole first. Okay, you guys were up playing on the sand sculpture. I was in here in the dark, got a decent signal, had no idea what it was because I can't see my detector. Picked it out of my scooper and I thought it was silver. It's not.
It's gold.
I think it's gold. Look at this thing. There's an inscription on it. Also, it looks like it might be gold plated. It looks like it's wearing off a little bit. How cool. I see something there. Okay. Well, I had to get out today, but unfortunately, as you can see, the tide is way up higher than I thought it would be. And based on my work schedule, this is really the only time I can get here. So I'm gonna force around some dirt movement to see if I can uncover anything. You can see, I think I got a strange orange handle right there, like a drawer handle or a drawer pull. But I'm gonna hope to get out tomorrow at a lower tide because I've been doing a lot of metal detecting lately. We hit that awesome treasure spot from the last couple of videos. But I am jonesing for doing some real mudlarking. And unfortunately, what the heck is that on my finger for? This is as good as it's gonna get for today. So let's get the duct tape off my finger. I don't know why it's there. All right, you're gonna have to deal with that for a minute so I can look at my little orange handle. Strange. Well, that's what it is. All right, let's see if there's anything else going on. I'm gonna do some digging. Well, we pulled out a pretty piece of pottery. It's got some history to it, nice color. But this silly tide is coming in super fast. I don't think I can stay in the spot for much longer. Well, well, well. Finally get here now on a day with a nice low tide. And I may not have been here for a whole 2 weeks, which to me is like a lifetime. I was here the other day, but the tide was already in too much. And now the tide is right where I want it to be. Although I still have to go back to work. I do have a couple hours right now. I can do some searching. So this is gonna be it for this week though. I wanted to get in as much mudlarking this week as I can. But I got the next 2 hours to find some goodies. There you go. All right, I'm gonna warn you now, I'm filming everything. But this is a cool little piece. Look how nice the script is on that 15. But I gotta tell you, I have no idea what this is. I just love the way that number came out. Strange, maybe. All right, I just got lured into this section because I definitely had a couple, well, 3 or 4 full bottles coming out. This one might be interesting because it's got a cool design on it. This looks cologne-ish. That's a ketchup bottle. Hi, buddy. That might be another cologne. They're not super old, but we're getting bottles intact, and I like the color of this amber one coming out. So I spent a few minutes digging this bad boy out. And no embossing. It's a twist top, but it has that cool little squared off ledge here. And the amber scores a plus, but no embossing isn't great. And just the fact that I haven't brought home a lot of bottles lately, I may take this one also. Cool color. Any more I can salvage real fast, because I got another whole section I want to look at. Well, we just managed a cool shaped cobalt blue that had its stopper there. Oop, has a pretty cool glass stopper in it. Look at that guy. And that was in my cobalt blue, which looks like Vicks. And I like that. I like the stopper too. There's a little crack in it. Or is that a weed? Oh, it's a weed. There's no crack in that. Well, with this type of wash, where you see a lot of little particles coming up, and you can see that these are all fragments of rust that have been chipping away. But the majority of the surface particles are small. You have to expect to look out for smaller things like that little white bead right there. The hard part about this is you do have to get low. And you need good knee pads or good knee equipment here, because you don't want to kneel down in all this glass. But I'm going to grab that bead right there. Now, the other cool thing is I dug this trench the other day, and you can see the water washed out the sides of it, and that's where the beads are coming from. There's another one right there that I'm going to grab, but I have to grab it with my other hand. That doesn't have my glove, and that is my videoing hand, so I will shut the video off and grab that one and show you in a picture. Something yellow out there too. So one of my great subscribers sent me this really cool bottle, liqueur bottle. It's not super old, but it was just one of those things that I totally understand, is she couldn't just throw it away because it's so cool. So in her kind heart, she sent it to me because she knows I'll keep everything. But what I decided to do is turn it into my little bead holder. A, because I think they look cool in there. B, listen to the sound it makes. Is that as enjoyable to you as it is to me? Now, oh, okay, enough. Now I just have to find the rest of what I do with my beads. I think that's what you call those, beads. All right, going bead crazy. This is number 3. Do you see it? That clear one right there? You see it? There it is, right in the center of the screen. So I'm gonna grab that one too. Bead number 3. There's gotta be more. Well, you win a few, you lose a few. This baby's got some history to it. You can see the bubbles in there. This is our popular red Benjay crate, which is Benjamin H. crate bottles. Although the top is broken off, this would have been fantastic find, especially for this area. I know I'm here a lot, but it doesn't hold super old bottles. This would have been one of the older ones I found in here. But it's got enough to it. Definitely taking it. Well, this fantastic little piece that you might be able to see from here is the second one of these I found in this same area. Very hard to find, very pretty, great color. I'm going to show you a picture of the other one I found because I do have it. But look as I get closer to this piece just sitting there. Don't mistake it for a piece of red glass. It's a little glass gem. Look at that pretty thing. Look at the facets on it. Great, great piece. Very similar to this one I found. Now I gotta find it because I know I have it home stored somewhere. Awesome little piece. Look at you. Great find. I think I just found one of my buddy's scrapers. That's mine. This just came out of the mud right here. And I'm going to... Yeah, sounds pretty. I'm going to find a spot to leave this. Stephen, if this is yours, I'm going to leave it right above the big rock right here. The big rock that slid down. And it's going to be anchored in here because I'm going to put the 3 prongs in deep. And it'll sit right up against this rock. So remember, I think that's yours. It's right here. Now I'm going to take this guy. Nail polish. Well, all these little surprises today. I love this tiny little bottle, but I just realized it has a little flower embossed in it. I'm hoping you can see that. On both sides, there's a tiny little flower embossed. Probably 30s or 40s, and it might even be nail polish, I'm not really sure. But you can see the little flower there. Great piece, again. So the only reason I really picked up this piece, but now realizing it might be uranium glass, is because I saw some writing in it. And it turns out it is actually engraved, I'm just trying to see if you can see that, to Bob. So this piece was obviously a dish that was a gift that really looks like it was hand engraved to Bob. Well, I found your glass, Bob. Now it's amazing how the weather can change in just a week. We are now in a rainy, very fall typical day today. I wanted to get out and do some mudlarking, but I missed the low tide, so I'm back here at our favorite beach. And very rare for this area is they just pulled up a wheat penny or wheat cent, and it's from 1940. So I'm hoping that maybe we've got some older things floating up on the beach today. I already got a couple of coins and a broken old bracelet earring. 1940. Well, I got something here that I don't really recognize. Unfortunately, I've been hitting this cast and getting up with tiny, tiny targets. So I've not been collecting anything on a larger scale, which is not a good sign. But I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. A bracelet, maybe? Let me pull that in. Yeah, it's some kind of bracelet. It's got all kinds of fancy on it, but I doubt that this thing has any real factor to it. There's some fake diamonds in it, some kind of crazy clasp. And, oh, that thing says 18K GP. And that looks nothing like gold to me, but there's something going on there. Crazy double clasp. That's starting to make a little more sense. I think it's a big, thick bracelet. I think it's a combination of another heavy-duty bracelet. Might be 18 karat gold plated, maybe? That thing's a honker of a bracelet. Look at this thing.